Hey, I got a question in the chat from Mandrew. Guys, any thoughts around the weak USD changing anytime soon? Interesting question, I would say. I think it deserves an answer. Let's look at the Dixie. All right, the US dollar index. All right, I have this uptrend going here on the daily chart. All right, pretty well respected, wouldn't you say? Yes, sir. All right, also look at the downtrend as of late. This is prices in a downtrend. All right, we've hit this support area right at 495. Call it 9,500. You know, I like those round numbers. 50. 50, 00, 20, and 80. Okay, so and we had this bullish reaction. All right, to this resistance. All right, I have this resistance here at 91,435. Call it 91,400 if you want to. All right, I have it here because it's a very significant level, because you can see it was used as resistance here. We found support here, and now again resistance. Okay, so what does that mean? Hold on. All right, so what does that mean? Well, downtrend, found resistance. All right, after every downtrend, after every impulse to the downside, what do you expect? A correction and then another impulse. All right, where are we at now? We're at the correction phase, I would say, wouldn't you? Okay, now how do you measure the correction? You put your Fibonacci's on this thing, and what you expect to see is at least a 38% pullback. All right, I would love to see a 50% or a 618% Fibonacci retracement, which is the golden ratio, and then down. All right, but in either case, that is the correction that you want to see at the very least. We got up close to that, but understand I only use the fibs if it aligns with structure. All right, giving us two confluences of resistance in this case. Okay, and that we found structure here, and that's where price finds its rejections. Okay, so I think we have satisfied, because of the bearish reactions, because of the wick rejections, I think we have satisfied the pullback phase of this movement. All right, and we are now looking for the impulse, the continuation of the trend. All right, we've created a lower low, in what do you call it, in relation to this one, and we just want to see, that kind of action in a downtrend, right? Higher, lower highs and lower lows. So we have the lower high here. We have the lower low. We have the lower high. We're expecting a lower low until we see otherwise. Now, that means downside action after this last touch of the resistance. Now, you'll also notice I have these trend lines drawn here. What is it forming? That is forming an ascending wedge. And what happens with ascending wedge? Those are continuation patterns. Let's go to the 4-hour so that you can see it clearly. All right. What you expect it to break towards the bottom, and that's exactly what this one did. I just want to draw this out here. All right, this is our area of concern. All right, so, and it did exactly what we expected to do. It sprung a leak, and we're heading to the downside. Doesn't mean we're going to make it all the way to the downside. Doesn't mean we're going to do all of this. Just means we're heading down to the downside, and you have to consider the fact that this was an ascending wedge that did what it's supposed to do thus far to this point. Okay. I also want you to measure where you expect this downward move, this impulse, where it could end. The way you do that is by measuring the move from the beginning of the move to the end of the move. This is why I have this here. All right. To that height of the move here. And guess what? You put this where your breakout is. We got it there. And you see where we're ending up. Oh, I'm sorry. I went a little high. We're ending up right around the doggone trend line. And this level again, 94.95, we'll call it 95, 90.50. All right. This is where I'm expecting this to end up. And we'll see what happens once it gets here. We might get to see something like that because it's been respected. So we might get to see something like this, or it might dribble, come down, break lower, retest at the 90.50, and then come down low. So we'll see. We will see. We are in a downtrend. So thus far, everything's playing out exactly the way I would expect it to play out. But with the measure of the move, I'm looking for it to end up here. Hope that helps to answer your question. I want you to understand something too. This is based totally on technicals. All right. Drunken Monkey is the fundamental guy, and the Dixie, the US dollar index, is a fundamentally driven market. So you have to take fundamentals in consideration, you know. But based on technicals, this is where I'm expecting everything to head. This is where I'm expecting it to go.